Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show that you're watching with me, Simran.
And Misha here.
And we run through all the top trending stories of what's happening in and around Dubai. Today, we're going to be talking about three new cases of monkeypox have been detected in the UAE.
And also, the UAE strongly condemns the Texas school shooting that took place this week.
We'll also be talking about Dubai residents work more overtime than anywhere else in the world.
And also, Sara Madani had a few comments on the Real Housewives of Dubai and clarifies a few things.
And stay tuned because right after all of our stories, we'll be interviewing Khatib on the transition from a professional athlete to a business mogul. So more on that later on the show. But first, good morning, guys. Good morning, Shahir.
Woo, another week in Dubai.
Oh, right, because next week you're off to Spain.
Just one more week. One more week. I'm so excited.
Imagine you were a viewer. You had one more week. You had vacations coming up next week, and you won a swanky prize from Lovin Dubai.
Now, Simran, tell me more about this swanky prize you speak of. So, guys, basically, we have jewelry pieces. She doesn't want to tell you. We have jewelry pieces from the cutest person ever. Her name's Penelope. She's 11 years old, and she creates these pieces with her mom. We tagged her Instagram account in the prior story. And the most unique pieces, this is a necklace.
Necklace?
Do you want to showcase it?
It is stunning. Honestly, we chose these out for you.
Simran handpicked them for you. A pair of
gorgeous.
danglies.
Very pretty ones.
Adi, can you close up on this camera, please?
I feel like they would go with any outfit.
Look at the danglies. How great is that?
So you used to be a stylist,
Yep.
right? So how great are these pieces? What can you style them with?
More like elegant pieces, more like Mykonos vibes, summer vibes. There's a bracelet over here. Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
Also, the quality is amazing.
It's quite fancy,
I hope she
yeah,
has a nice
dazzling.
collection. And there's so much detail. Guys, basically all you have to do is tag a friend. The more friends you tag, the more chances you have at winning. And you might be going on your summer vacation looking chicer than everyone else around you.
Oh,
but it really does give me like the kaftan vibes.
Yeah, it does.
You know, on a yacht.
On a yacht, yeah, beach. These pieces can practically go with any look if you want to go for a nice evening dinner date.
Yeah, 100%.
Beach look, yacht
Beach
look,
look,
like Shahir
yacht
said.
look, brunch look.
Yeah, it's really quite
the statement piece.
Yeah, quite the pieces.
So yeah, just tag your friends. I am currently watching ourselves and looking at the tags and seeing who's taking part. We're gonna put all your names in a random generator and someone has a chance of winning Penelope's beautiful jewelry.
Yep. And you guys are welcome to participate as well. You can give this to your girlfriend, your mom, your sister.
When's the next Mother's Day?
Next year.
You could, yeah, but the one that just happens, the US one.
Oh, right. There's one like every 3 months.
Oh no, it's hard to keep up.
We're gonna jump into our first story, which is the Ministry of Health and Prevention, MOHAP, has announced 3 new cases of monkeypox in line with the UAE Health Authority's policies on the early detection and monitoring of the disease. Now, in a statement, the ministry clarified that monkeypox is a viral disease, but usually a self-limited one if compared to COVID-19. It's mostly transmitted to humans through close contact with an infected person or animal, including bodily fluids and respiratory droplets, or with material contaminated with the virus. It can also be passed on to the baby in the womb. So mostly this is a sexually transmitted disease.
So MOHAP urges all community members to follow appropriate prevention measures as well as when traveling and to stay safe, especially in larger crowds, and avoid risky behavior. This also assures all community members that the UAE health authorities are taking all the necessary precautions, including investigations, examinations, and monitoring of people's health to make sure that we're all safe and secure.
Exactly. Now, all health authorities in the country are committed to a unified national medical guide for dealing with monkeypox infected people and their contacts. This includes complete isolation of the infected in hospitals until they recover, while quarantining their close contacts for a period of no less than 21 days at home and monitoring their health condition and enforcing their compliance with a home isolation.
The ministry also called for obtaining information from official sources in the UAE and from refraining from spreading rumors and false information, highlighting the importance of staying updated on relevant developments and guidelines issued by the UAE health authorities.
Exactly. So I think just for the how to keep yourself safe and protected is back to the basics, social distancing. They alarmed residents, in large gatherings, to make sure you maintain social distancing, and of course, protection in all senses.
100%. We're just coming out of a pandemic, and I think this has gone to show how scary things can be when people aren't taking the necessary measures to stay safe. And especially with this disease, it literally is about being safe throughout life's activities, and making sure that you're aware that you're doing the right thing in order to keep other people safe. What scares me is that A, I want to know how long it takes for it to actually occur, and B, how long does it last? Do we know?
How long it lasts? Well, I'm not sure about that, but of course, we know the isolation period is up to 21 days. But honestly, it's basic hygiene at this point. Wash your hands.
It is basic hygiene.
No, there are people after coming out of COVID, you would think that people have a revised sense of hygiene, and they would wash their hands regularly, if not at least after using the toilet. But people don't.
I know.
They just don't.
Michael told us this really scary story, which I don't know how I feel about sharing, but he was at the gym. Michael works with us, by the way, and one of the gym staff members came out the bathroom without washing his hands, and it terrified him.
And he worked in the canteen of the
I was trying
gym,
not to mention that bit, but yeah, he was working at the canteen, so it's super scary. Especially if you have a job where you're responsible for keeping other people healthy.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Distributing and touching food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's quite a stressful thought. But yeah, of course, like we said, just basic hygiene, it should be your #1 priority at this point. And that too, it prevents so many other diseases, viruses, bacteria, all of that. So do keep that in mind. We move on to our next story. The UAE strongly condemns the Texas school shooting that took place this week.
Yeah, that was extremely terrifying. So the state of Texas has been absolutely devastated since the school shooting in Uvalde. The school shooter was 18 years old and he opened fire at Robb Elementary School. The school has students from the ages of 7 and 10, and the shooter was killed by law enforcement, according to officials. So there were 19 children and 2 adults that have tragically passed away during this incident, but there were also many that were wounded.
Now, on May 28, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation said the UAE has strongly condemned the shooting that occurred in a school in the U.S. state of Texas, resulting in a number of deaths and injuries of innocent students and teachers. Now, the ministry affirmed that the UAE's strong condemnation of these criminal acts and its permanent rejection of all forms of violence and terrorism.
And the UAE expresses its sincere condolences to the U.S. government and the families of the victims and wishes speedy recovery to the injured.
This has sparked such a debate online about gun violence, not sparked, like re-sparked. And it's so, I don't know, it's just a difficult thought, knowing that people have to endure so much for laws to be revised and looked at. It should have just, the U.S. has been facing this for years.
Yeah.
And it's something lawmakers should look into immediately and not just have people talking about it on the internet and having these debates come up, waiting for something like this to happen, for something to actually get implemented.
Exactly, and this isn't the first time, second or 10th time it has happened. It's been happening since the 70s.
Yeah.
And the fact that changes haven't been made, that's a mind-boggling bit to me. Obviously, it aligns with their, owning guns aligns with their amendments as American citizens.
Protection,
but
yeah.
Exactly, and everyone wants to feel protected, but I still think that precautions need to take place.
For sure. I mean, it was a teen who went and opened fire at these schools, and you're risking the lives of small children. And to hear the stories, they're so tragic. I mean, our thoughts and prayers are really with the parents and teachers and everyone who had to deal with this. And of course, their friends who made, and just the guilt of even making it out alive. Oh my God,
I know.
They didn't, and we got to live. It's just so
it's
traumatizing.
It's going to scar you forever, essentially.
Exactly.
It's going to be hard to move on from it. And the scary part about it being an 18-year-old is, an 18-year-old that's targeting kids too.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's mental health aspects that also need to be considered as to why someone would do that. But also, that being said, it's hard to know how to move forward and how to assess people that do need the support.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many factors that come into play here. But of course, you want to start again from the basics and just ensure that in the law perspective, everything is like, it's in the correct order, like starting with gun enforcement and ensuring that the age limit for that is at least, at a proper point, like maybe 30 plus or something of the sort. But we'll move on to our next story. Dubai residents work more overtime than anywhere else in the world. Now the results are in, and Dubai has topped the charts once again, but this time not in a way that residents would ideally want. Now, according to studies on work-life balance published by a mobile tech company, Kisai, Dubai ranked as the #1 most overworked city and the second most safest city in the world. Now, if you're wondering how is the overworked percentage calculated?
It's just... Sorry, carry on.
I feel. Now, the percentage of full-time employees working more than 48 hours per working week in each city, so that is a higher percentage reflects a city with a greater amount of its population working overtime.
However, since the pandemic, Dubai companies have become more flexible with allowing people to work from home. And along with that, the study also indicates that the Emirates ranked first in terms of having the lowest unemployment levels and the numbers of office leaves offered to workers.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it is...
We get more holidays compared to other people. Plus, like, we have the lowest levels of unemployment. So all of that is fab. Like, clearly, it's a city of hustlers, and some people even choose to work overtime voluntarily.
Yeah.
Like Shahir over here.
Always, I don't know, I'm just a hard worker. I was born that way, I was raised that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, literally. That being said, people are extremely hardworking. Every business or company that I've been a part of or seen or just generally witnessed, people work to the next level. Like, even in comparison to England. In Spain, they have like a nap hour,
I mean, all of that makes sense. Honestly, nap hours, all in for that. But I must say, seeing the comments on Instagram, like people just had so much to say about this. Some are like, this is the city for hustlers. You go and you work for what you want, you get what you want, and you just live the lifestyle. You work for the lifestyle that you want. And then some are just like overtime, but no overcompensation for the overtime. Like a lot of thoughts around this topic.
Yeah. Well, there are also laws in place that if you do work overtime, you're legally allowed to only work 2 hours overtime a day.
Of course.
And you have to get paid for it. So that's a conversation that we did have with Omar, the lawyer that came back a few months. And he did mention that and he did clarify that. But also...
But for some, it's just, part of the job, right? To work overtime.
Yeah. Well, that's like, it varies from
it's in the comments,
it's from industry to industry. So I don't know how to. Anyways, moving on to the next story. Speaking of hustlers, Sara Madani defends the Real Housewives of Dubai franchise. So it's been almost a week since the release of the trailer, and I don't know, we're just a few days away.
Personally, I am super excited about
Super excited. It's coming out day after tomorrow. It's set to premiere on the 1st of June. And since then, there has been a lot of comments made and a lot of backlash facing the franchise and what they've seen so far, especially in Dubai.
Please go.
And it's from homemakers to influencers, and their main concern is that it's not a true representation of the people in Dubai.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I saw the video that Sara put out, and from what she was saying, she was really like explaining that it is a franchise. That it is a franchise, and the Real Housewives is, like you said, not a clear representation of people in Dubai. Sorry, so it's not a clear representation of the people in Dubai, but it's just 6 individuals, 6 hustlers, the stories of their lives and how they're going around Dubai and how they're making it work for themselves and their relationships and all of that. Now, cast member Sara Al-Madani took to Instagram to clarify a few misconceptions and defend the show, stating the name The Real Housewives is a franchise, like we mentioned earlier, which means if you want to franchise McDonald's in the Middle East, you can't take it and name it Lovely Burger, right? Like she said, she carries on to point that the show portrays 6 individuals as opposed to a representation of the entire country. Now, again, if you see the comments section for that, people are just, like always, the opinions are very divided, right? Some people are all for the show. They're like, you know what, you guys go ahead, kill it. When it premieres, people are still going to watch regardless of what they have to say now. But then some are just like, you know what, this is not done, not right. Why is the name Dubai even attached to this? Like, if you look at the bigger picture, it's just a bad representation. It's, what do you say, messing with the whole culture of Dubai.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
The
for
thing
entertainment.
is, Sara Madani has a point.
Yeah, she does. And this is all entertainment.
She's an icon.
Yeah.
She's a legend. And she is the moment. Like, so Sara Madani specifically, she's a doctor. She is a business mogul. She does so much. She is really smart and really sweet. So what she's saying is true. It isn't representing an entire country. It's representing those individuals. And if you look at Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump isn't a Californian, you know, but...
Yeah. And they're saying, literally in the comments, it's like, no housewife in Dubai lives such life. But like, of course, like the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, like no one lives such lavish lives either. Jersey Shore, like not everyone talks and dresses like that. Like, it's for entertainment.
Oh, questionable. I'm kidding.
Possibly. But I mean, like, when you see the Kardashians, it's like not all families are like that,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Not even all members of the Kardashian family are like that, by the way. If you look at, like, Chris's sister, Rob, the Jenners, like, everyone's, like, you can't represent a group of people just because you identify as part of a group.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And it's all... Like literally, it's all part of the entertainment elements, like, you know, adding these venues, adding this fashion, adding these chemistries and personalities. Like, it's what people want to watch. It's what gets, it's what sells the show at the end of the day. So, I mean, I am all in favor of The Real Housewives. And I feel like when it premieres, people are going to have their... reservations, but they're still gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing. People are definitely still gonna watch it. It's entertainment at the end of the day, and it's Bravo know how to give you good TV.
I mean, honestly, just imagine what already the tourism is booming, but just imagine on that global platform to have Dubai as one of the biggest franchises, and it's just gonna be huge for the city. But yeah, people don't see the bigger picture, you know. They just don't. I don't know.
They're gonna enjoy it for sure.
When it comes out, for sure. Guys, stay tuned because right after this very, very small break, we're going to be joined by Fadi Al Khatib on the transition from professional athlete to business mogul. He'll be telling us a lot more on that. So keep watching. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show, and right now we're joined by a jack of all trades, from being a former professional basketball player to becoming a force to be reckoned with the business in the business world. So welcome to the show, Fadi.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
So we know a lot about you, but for the audience, could you just give us a little brief? You've accomplished a lot, but can you, the highlights of your life so far, can you give us a rundown?
So yeah, I used to be a professional basketball player. Played for the past 27 years professionally all around the world. Played in Europe, played in States, played in China. Achieved 11 times best player in Asia.
Wow.
Thank you. And we went 3 times to the World Championship. We won against France, Canada, Venezuela, all the big teams as Lebanon. And part of my career was the business side, starting my business with at a young age, because I know sports will not last for a long time. So I wanted to start something, and by the time I was deciding to start something, I started with my own cleaning and disinfecting company, and it's one of the biggest now in Lebanon. And then went to sports, had my Champs complex, and then, I was shifting a lot to the business side. And I had 5 companies in Lebanon, different sectors, and then moved to Dubai to have,
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Quite
so
a lot.
I'm a lot, I'm a reality person that knows that everything will come to an end. That's why I wanted to start a new career with a young age, because you never know. You know, you might break your leg, you might have an ACL that you cannot play anymore. So you need to have another source of income that can, you know, keep your life steady.
So always have a plan B.
Definitely.
Plan C, D, E, F, G as well.
Plans from A to Z.
Oh,
Non-stop.
that's a good tip.
Yeah.
So I have an important question. So the name, the Lebanese tiger, where did that come from?
So we were playing we were playing the Asian champion, and you know, it was in 1999, and it was tense. You know, the championship was really tough, and it was in Lebanon. So I decided to go and do, you know, a highlight. So
We all have our faces.
yeah, blonde highlight, and I had only
A goatee.
yeah, a goatee, and then I told him to do a blonde
Stripes?
goatee.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. So with the highlight and the blonde goatee, and my game is aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm very you know, aggressive player, and you know, the commentator was a friend of mine. He's well known, Tony, and he saw something, you know, with the highlight and the goatee and my aggressivity inside the game, and said,
You look like a tiger.
He's the tiger."
He's a great tiger.
And it went. And I have my restaurant now. It's called Tiger's Diner.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was talking to Richie. We're opening in Egypt. Saturday is the opening of my restaurant in Egypt as well. We have
what's
it
the
in
name of
Lebanon.
the
Congrats, by the way. The
Tiger's
tiger.
The
Diner.
Tiger's Diner. Oh, wow.
So
In theme.
yeah. So we had everything, you know, covered with the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's my favorite. Definitely, it's my favorite.
Your favorite project so far?
Huh?
Your favorite project so far?
Yeah.
Or your favorite nickname?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
So are you thinking of opening it up in Dubai as well?
Yes.
But first, can you please smile for our audience? Like, look at those. Look at
The pearly
teeth.
whites?
Oh my God! Like the perfect smile.
Thank you. Thank you.
So braces,
Thank you.
Invisalign, or natural?
No, not natural.
Not natural.
No, they've done it. I've done with a friend. My wife kept telling me, you know, try it. You know, try doing something. You know, it will
With the
look
Hollywood
nice.
smile.
And you know, the doctor, she's a French. She kept, you know, just try it.
Yeah.
And I went there, and the first day when they had, you know, all those things happening, I came back home. I was shouting, and really angry and mad, and I was in pain, and I
The
couldn't
process is
handle it. And I
scary.
said, "Why you want to change my smile? I'm good."
Why would you do this to me?
The second day when I changed my smile,
Yeah.
I was a completely different person. I was like, thank you. You told me doing
I
this.
stand
And there
corrected.
is no, every picture I take, I'm like this. So my wife tell the people the story. You know, he was shouting at me. He was yelling at home. And now look at him. There is no one picture he takes without showing his smile.
What a great example of behind every great man.
There is a woman.
There is a woman.
Definitely. I always say this. You know, my wife was my supporter since I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
So we've known each other. She was 13, I was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a true love story, and
You're crying.
yeah,
That's so cute. The tiger is in tears.
so she's my first supporter. She believed in me when I was really young, before starting the professional career, and I'm 43 now, so we've been together for the past 29 years.
Yeah,
Whoa.
wow.
We got married. I was 23. She was 21. The first time Jihad was born, we were 25.
25,
23.
right?
Yeah. So she always supported and believed in me. And you know, yes, I'm definitely convinced that behind every man there is a great woman, because yeah, they're our supporter.
That's so
Besides, definitely our parents and family.
And
With
you've
love, when
also-
you know, you know. Sorry.
For sure, and I'm still trying to know when and where. But also, you did mention before that as of when you got married, it was 11 years until you guys traveled for the first time, right?
Yeah,
Like
true.
how did you find the balance also, you know, between family life and your professional career?
It's very hectic, because you have to balance between your private life, which is your family. You have to balance between your private life and basketball and your career and your travel. And because, you know, I'm the national team captain of Lebanon.
Yeah.
So we end the season, we go into the summer, national team, tournaments and championships happening, qualification for the World Championship. So there is no stop when you are playing in your career. I was giving all the time I have to my family. I finish basketball, I go to my family, I spend the time, and it's really hectic. But when you have a goal you want to achieve in your life, I'm a person that I give 100% to achieve that goal. It doesn't matter where it is, but I work hard, I dedicate myself, I'm very disciplined, I'm very mentally tough, and I know when I put the goal, I make sure to achieve.
I was going to ask about that because I've been watching a lot of your interviews and a lot of it seems to be about having the right mindset.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself to that point and how do you flip the switch if you're struggling with...
Listen, I always say failures in life is a must. People are scared from failures. Failures, or when you fail, it's a must for you to fail. Why? Because you need to learn from the things that happened during those, times that you failed, so you can, learn from them and grow and know what's your mistakes to achieve, a better goal. So I have 4 things in my life that are key, for every person to succeed. 1, faith. You need to have faith in every single thing you're doing in your life. If you don't have faith that you're coming here and you're gonna perform well, you're not gonna perform.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to have faith in everything you're doing. You need to be dedicated. Definitely.
Yeah.
Completely dedicated to your work, to your goal, to your plan, to your studies, to everything, projects, everything you're doing. Disciplined. Which is the most important part, to be self-disciplined. And the 4th thing is mentally tough. Mental toughness is one of the greatest things for any person to achieve anything, because he needs to manage his failures, he needs to manage to lead his team, he needs to be up to the level when they need the support or the people around you need the support. You need to be mentally tough and show it to them. So those 4 things are very important in every single sector. It's not only in sports.
To succeed in anything that you're doing.
You need to have those 4 things to be able to succeed. And work hard, definitely. Working hard is one of the things.
Do you think your father instilled that in you? Because he was also a professional athlete, right? And also your kids are going into the athletic works and basketball. So do you think this was something that you've been raised with, the mindset and dedication?
No. I was at the beginning, my parents were against me playing basketball because it wasn't that big in Lebanon until, I was 16, and then they felt, there is no point of stopping him. He wants the basketball, he wants the
He's
basketball.
Going to go for it.
He's definitely going for it, and we cannot do anything about it. And then, I took off. And at the age of 19, I was the best player in Lebanon, and then 21, I was the best player in Asia, and then, it happened. My kids, I didn't force my kids to be basketball players. They saw my career, and they were, and thanks God, I played until the age of 40, so they can, and I was married young, and I had my kids at the younger age, so they saw most of my career. And they loved the game. When I saw them, into the game, until a certain age, I didn't interfere. At the age of Jihad, at the age of 14, there I interfered, and I would start pushing him. And now he's playing in Europe.
Amazing.
One of the biggest teams in Europe, and he's a prospect. The youngest, the middle one, he's following him next year. They want him in Europe as well.
Wow.
So they have hopefully a bright career. I always tell them, whatever you do, it's in here.
It's a mindset.
If you want it, you have to go and get it. I'll give you the road. I'll give you I open the door for you.
But you have
but
to make
it's
it
all
happen.
you now.
Very true.
Yeah, it's all you.
Proud moments for the family. Your dad's proud of you.
Parents.
Kids are proud of you. Proud of the kids.
Yeah.
So you started at the age of 9. Did you think your career would go on For
Definitely
so
not.
long?
No. But I knew there's one time at the age of 11 or 12. So I used to love or like a girl at our school. So, I wanted to talk to her. And she said, no, I don't want to talk to you. So my friend was pissed. He went to her, he told her, this guy that you told him no, he's going to be the best player in Lebanon. So it went until, I was 17. And he saw her again. And I told her, I didn't tell you. At the age of 15, I knew I'm going to be, something. Because I was feeling that, in the schools and the tournaments that happens in the high school. And I'm in the, not in the varsity class. But I'm younger than them, but I'm competing and I'm being the best player in the schools. So I felt, my career gonna be nice. I didn't know that I'm gonna achieve a lot until I was 18 and I, decided, I want to be this guy. I wanted to be the best player. I worked hard to be this. I wanted to win championships, not only being the best player. I wanted to be the captain of the national team, take them to the world champion. No one. We used to go to the Asian champion, lose to Japan, Korea by 40, 50.
Yeah.
I remember this at a young age when I used to go with the national team. Until the era changed.
Yeah.
And we clicked as a national team. Young generation came and we had an amazing team. And then we took off. We were beating China, Korea, big teams.
It was a snowball effect
Yeah,
from there.
with big players there. Yao Ming, Yao is one of the best players in the world. So it clicked and it went off. And this is where I was really happy and proud, and the pride was inside me more than anything happened, because you're doing something for your country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. There's so much that goes into leading a team and just making sure everyone's together. What would you say are some of the key points in just successfully handling team dynamics?
Accepting others
Okay.
is one of the most important things, because you cannot have everyone
Be the same.
be the same, and you cannot force everyone to work on your mindset. You need to accept and make them go with the flow and make them accept each other and have a target for them. With all the different mindsets that they have, combine the best from each one and make it, as a force for your team. And there, you will lead. And it's very important, the chemistry between the team. Always trying to find the right, chemistry, because it's very hard within 12 or 15 players to manage 12, 15 different mindsets.
Yeah.
Especially you're on the court, especially you don't know what he wants now, what he wants to do. So it's very tough, but it's challenging and nice, and I succeeded in it because I had my ways. There's sometimes I was tough and rough against my players, and there's sometimes, I was easy. The chemistry is very important, and accepting others and having, taking from each one the best in him, and have it as a group, and this is the force when you go, and this. Goes into the business, goes into anything.
I was going to ask, it obviously reflects the same in businesses, because not everyone's the same and everyone has different dynamics. But shifting a bit more to the business side, you having multiple different businesses in multiple different sectors, how do you create a dynamic effect or just groundbreaking new startups, basically?
Okay. First of all, it's very important for any person who's working at any company or any organization. First of all, you need to be financially happy. That's important. Why? You need him to be stable.
Correct.
So if he's not financially happy, he's gonna be seeking other jobs every time.
Yeah.
So you need him to be concentrated. So that's the first important thing, to have. Second of all, I always tell, all the staff that, the team that we have, bring me all the negative feedbacks. Keep the positive. I don't want to hear about the positive. So give me the negative part. So we work on. Give me your feedbacks. I want to know what you have.
So you can improve.
But yeah, other than that, what you have as a personal feedback, not people's feedback, personal feedback. So we can learn from you guys. So it's not that, I have a stick.
Yeah, you're forcing someone to do something they don't want.
I'm a magician.
That's commendable, really.
We
Asking
need
for the
everyone's, involvement in this. We need from the customer service to the marketing to the business development to the GM to the CEO, to everyone's involvement in this. Because I know I'm a big part of the business, but those probably 5, 7, 10%, 20% from each one, if you implement them in the right way, your business is gonna grow.
There's gonna be a domino effect.
So it's a team. It's not a man, and I always tell them, and they tell me, we feel like you're a leader, not a boss, and that's the fun of it. You make them, around you and friends, and the atmosphere is nice and friendly, and everyone is joking. Definitely, there is rules and restrictions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're having their feedback. You're having them involved in your business and implementing stuff. So when you come and tell me an idea, even if it's a small idea, and you implement it, how proud you're gonna be feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
How happy I'm gonna be making, the other person happy because I implemented his idea, or we took,
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's very important in the business.
So, inside all of this tough exterior is a softie.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
so, like, we know you're a jack of all trades and you've accomplished so much. And thank you so
Thank you.
much for joining us on the Lovin Dubai show.
It was a great pleasure. I'm one of your fans on social media.
We're a huge fan of yours
thank you.
ourselves, so it was
I'm really happy
an honor.
being here.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
watching. Watch us same time, same place all week long. Bye from me.
And me.
Bye.